Right now, let's take you to city officials are about to brief us on the city's response to that contamination in the Delaware River.
And the Department of Commerce. Mayor, you have the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. I want to start by acknowledging the hard work we have seen over the last several days by the Philadelphia Water Department, Office of Emergency Management, excuse me, the Department of Public Health, the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, the U.S. Coast Guard, and many others who have pitched in to respond and offer their support. These experts have been working all day and night to track the spill closely and evaluate any potential impacts to treated drinking water. Hello, and thank you for joining us today for the latest I'm sorry, I got the wrong page. So thank you for joining us today. Joining us today for the latest updates on the city's response to the chemical spill in Bucks County that has made its way into the Delaware River. I know people have questions and concerns about what all this means for them and for the city. And let's be clear, the city has been monitoring this spill first occurred late Friday night. The PWD has been active throughout the weekend, working with the U.S. Coast Guard and the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection as we are constantly monitoring and testing the water to ensure the health of the public. These experts have been working all day and night to track the spill closely and evaluate any potential impacts on treated drinking water. So thank you all for your hard work. Our goal is to continue working together and prioritizing the health and wellness of Philadelphia residents. That is our greatest commitment. That being said, I'll pass it over to the Water Commissioner. These are subject matter experts who can best discuss the latest details. Commissioner Heyman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening. My name is Randy Heyman. I am the Water Commissioner. Our duty at Philadelphia Water every day is to protect the health and safety of the customers and citizens in our community. We have over 2,000 employees who every day focus to make sure that the water that we give you is safe. Now, we are focused also on protecting our community during this critical time we had a chemical spill in Bristol Township in Bucks County. Now, let's be clear. What we were facing Friday night going into Saturday morning was a cloud floating down the river, down the Delaware River. A very serious concern we had as far as what is that cloud? Is it safe? And what is in it, and can we treat it? And that's a big issue. Can we treat it? Can we eliminate it? And it's one that we must be able to say yes to for us to have confidence to tell you to give your children a glass of water. Now, our main tool in addressing this problem is testing, old-fashioned testing. Now, in this day of Apple computers and Apple and iPhones and all, we think that you can quickly test. That you need only put a test tube down in one place or maybe a bucket in one place, and you're done. Unfortunately, some things are still old school, and the testing that we have to do takes time. And we have to test it in several locations. So we have to test in the river, we have to test in the raw basin, we have to test in the plant. Now, other speakers will tell you that the tests have come back negative, and that's good. But there's still a process we have to think about, because as this cloud, this white substance comes down, it's traveling. And so it comes to in front of the Baxter inlet pipes, and we have to test it there. As it leaves, we have to test it as it leaves to see if anything else is coming in, or is anything coming into our system. Again, I'm proud to say that we've tested the river, the raw basin, the plants. All of the tests so far have been negative, and our engineers will give you more detail. Again, it's important to understand that taking the tests, once we take it in several locations, it takes hours for the accomplished scientists to review the data and to come back with information for us. It takes time to do the test for them to analyze and make a decision, and then for us to make a decision on it. This process, again, took place because of the white plume. But in the end, it's our responsibility to protect the health and safety of the community. That includes your family, your neighbors, your friends. And we take that responsibility very seriously every day. And that's why we have to be patient to make sure that we do the right thing, that we take the right tests, that we analyze it completely, and that we're able to protect you and your family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. We will go now to Mike Carroll for presentation. Mike, you have the floor.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Commissioner Hayman, and thank you, Mayor Kenny. So we'll begin with a quick overview of the timeline. And again, it repeats what we've said in the past and even today. This whole event started shortly before midnight from Friday to Saturday, March 24th, 2023. We became aware of it because the early warning detection system that the Philadelphia Water Department is part of notified us that there was an alert for users coming from an event that took place in Bristol Township feeding into a tributary of the Delaware River. The concern was because chemicals that are incorporated in the manufacturing process of synthetic latex and found within latex paint were involved in a spill, and some of those chemicals were of concern because of potential toxicity. Let's go to the next slide. So we have been testing around the clock, and I just want to make clear, reiterate what's been said by the mayor and Commissioner Hayes, that no contaminants have been detected in the Delaware River in the vicinity of our plant, and no contaminants have been detected within the plant or anywhere in Philadelphia Water's system. Your tap water is and remains safe. The water testing has been going on around the clock and will continue going on. The latest tests were received about an hour ago, just around 4 p.m. That testing also showed no contamination and that the water is safe. And that allows us to extend the deadline, the time frame for customers to continue using their water confidently until 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, March 28th. So again, it is safe to drink and use tap water, to cook with it, to brush your teeth, to bathe in it, of course, at least until tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Okay, so use your tap water as you normally do. I want to reiterate, skin contact has not been an issue. You've been able to bathe with the water because it's not contaminated, but that's never going to be an issue, okay? We will continue to test the water, and we will continue to provide you updates as we get accurate information based on the data that we collect. Next slide. Okay, so we have been testing, as the commissioner said, in a variety of locations. There are, at any point in time, up to 12 locations that we're looking at, including in the river outside of Baxter Water Treatment Facility. We've been also looking at the raw water basin, which is the water that we take in from the Delaware and store prior to treatment, at the influent, so that's the intake, and also at the effluent, where that water proceeds into the treatment process. We have multiple locations as the water works its way through the treatment plant to be treated as part of that process. And we look at every intake point, the multiple points from the treatment process into the finished water and into the distribution system, which ultimately ends up at your tap. We're also doing periodic sampling at other locations. We're doing targeted sampling as we're filling the water basin. We're looking for a variety of organic molecules that are used to make polymers. And these are the chemicals that are involved in the manufacture of latex paint products. So we detect this information through a process called gas chromatography, and mass spectrometry. So these are very scientifically well-established methods in order for us to establish contamination. We've been trying to match our detection levels with our partners at Aqua Water with the levels that the EPA has set for health standards. And they have achieved those standards, so we have confidence that when we're finding no detection, that to the minimum standard that would affect people's health, that contamination does not exist. So the smallest amount we can detect is in the single parts per billion, typically, okay? We're also looking at infrared microspectrometry, microspectroscopy. And that's able to identify single individual particles by using these types of microscopes. Again, we have detected no contamination. There's 3 chemicals we've been looking at: butyl acrylate, ethyl acrylate,
Thank you, Mike. We also have some remarks by Commerce Director Ann Dahl. So Ann, you have the floor.
Thank you, Joy. Good evening, everyone. And we're immensely grateful to the Philadelphia Water Department, the Department of Public Health, and the Office of Emergency Management teams that are working diligently to conduct continuous testing of the drinking water in parts of Philadelphia served by the Baxter Treatment Facility. Businesses and anyone can find out if they are in a potentially impacted area by the spill by looking up their address on an available map on phila.gov. Keep in mind that if at any point the water quality sampling indicates a potential impact to the river water entering the Baxter Water Treatment Plant, both the city and the Commerce Department and our economic development partners will notify businesses immediately. Our commerce team is staying on top of these updates for the Philadelphia Water Department, and we will make sure that any information that is useful for businesses will be distributed immediately. Note that at this time, the tap water from the Baxter drinking water treatment plant that is currently available has been treated and tested, confirming that it is safe to drink and use at least through 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, March 28th. Based on this latest guidance, the city does not encourage any business closures or event cancellations. The Philadelphia Water Department confirmed that at this time, tap water is safe to drink and use. Businesses can continue to fill bottles or pitchers with tap water with no risk until further notice or changes. The city does recommend that businesses and residents always abide by FEMA's standard guidance to keep 3 days of water supply on hand for emergency preparedness. And while we understand that for certain types of businesses, such as restaurants, this is a lot of water to store, it is the best way for you to remain prepared, open, and ensure that for your customers that you are operating safely. Commerce has been broadcasting the city's guidance on this issue through social media and our many valuable city partners around the city, and we are so grateful to our partners, including the Chambers of Commerce, Visit Philly, the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association, the Greater Philadelphia Hotel Association, and neighborhood business associations that help us get the word out to businesses and entrepreneurs in the neighborhoods they serve. And we understand that the challenges for businesses might be different and substantial, but together with our partners, we are working to field your questions. Our multilingual business managers from the Office of Business Services are conducting outreach and listening to the needs of businesses so that we can assist accordingly with the latest business guidance that we receive. Please email the Department of Commerce at business@phila.gov or call 215-683-2100 with your business concerns around the current Delaware River issue. And we want to ensure you that every voice is heard and hope that you know that we are here working every day to support you and your businesses. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. We will now move to Q&A for members of the press. This is an active, fluid situation, so we ask that only one representative from each media outlet asks questions. Reporters are asked to limit their questions to 2 or fewer. We are limiting topics to questions related to the spill. If you would like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand function. We also have a Spanish interpreter available. So first up, we will go to Mike Donofrio with Axios. Mike?
Sure, thanks. I just want to be clear, is the administration still recommending that people store up water?
So again, we want to reiterate the FEMA guidance on people having 3 days of drinking water in their homes. If you don't have 3 days of drinking water in your homes, we suggest that you acquire that amount of water. You can acquire it by purchasing if that's convenient to you. If you have the ability to store your tap water, it's perfectly safe for you to use empty bottles, kitchen pans, pitchers, and store the water that you have today available at your tap here in the city.
But FEMA recommends that for all circumstances.
Yes, for all
not
circumstances.
Just related to this.
Correct.
Okay, and then only 2 questions. So I guess just the other one, I know it's pretty clear in most of the city who's affected and who's not, but I did get Anne's comment saying that you can just go to phila.gov to find out, if you're in the affected area, especially for those people up in like the northwest section. Like, is there a place you can put in your address to see what treatment plant you're getting? Like, where is that? I'm just not sure. Is it on Atlas or where is that?
We could find out.
Yeah, we'll find
Hi,
out. Right.
Mike, we have a link in the press release that we have also linked in our blog post and materials, has a map, and people can put in their address and look up if they're within the affected area. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Mike. We'll now go with Annie McCormick from 6ABC. Annie.
Hi, in hearing some of the details that you just shared, so you were aware of this Friday into Saturday. The alerts didn't come across on our cell phones for Philly residents till Sunday afternoon. Don't you think that there should have been some sort of alert, since it was in the media by Saturday night, something at least letting people know there was a situation and monitoring it? Because that wasn't an alert that I received on my phone, and I am a Philly resident.
So we are always trying to balance the interests of protecting the public and making sure we have the best information possible, and protecting people's drinking water and not creating
we are
situations
listening
where
to a
people
virtual briefing
feel
with
like
city
we're-
officials about the chemical spill in the Delaware River. I think there are a lot of takeaways from this meeting. One being that they have found all the tests that they have tested have come back negative so far, and they're reassuring that the water from our tap water is safe to drink at least until 3:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Which is based on results they got at 4 o'clock, and they made the point that we all think testing happens quickly. It does not, and they're testing 12 samples in the river, the basin, the raw water basin, and the plant, the Baxter plant. And
one thing I think we have to point out is that we have gotten different messages from city officials up until this point, and based on the current calculations and testing, that's what they've come up with. But that could obviously change at a later date, depending on if they find anything in the water, if the testing does become positive. So obviously you need to stay up to date with that by obviously downloading the NBC 10 app, or paying attention to what's happening in the news. A lot more to come on this, and a timeline on when they think it will all resolve. That's all coming up. We'll be right back.